Hello everyone, this is Varsha and you are watching the series of success stories brought to you by Indian Achievers Forum. Once again, we are here with you all to discuss the success story of one more achiever of our, and this time we have with us Mr. Krishna Jadhav, technology leader of Cloud Enterprise Architect. So, Mr. Krishna has extensive business experience in IT infrastructure, SaaS, PaaS, technology platform build, application modernization, digital transformation, cloud, DevOps, and product innovations. His work experience spans multiple regions and cross sections of verticals. He has played executive roles in key strategy, advisory, and technology consulting within a proven ability to develop and maintain long term strategic partnerships with vendors, clients, and partners. A few of his large scale recent customer successes include MasterCard, Morgan Stanley, AT&T, Nissan, Enbridge, etc. Krishna has also been credited with several cloud certifications, frameworks, and platforms to strengthen Tech Mahindra's value addition in the cloud. Prior to Tech Mahindra, Krishna has worked 5 years in BFSI, 5 years in technology and startup EZ New Car from dealer to door car selling and scale IT. Krishna is also a DEI leader and STEM educator for young diversified professionals from all backgrounds. Krishna is currently pursuing an executive MBA from the Chicago Booth School of Businesses and holds a BE degree in electronics and telecommunications engineering from the Government College of Engineering, Aurangabad, India. But before we actually start the conversation with him, let's quickly have a look at a very small video telling you about what we actually do.
Indian Achievers Forum is driven by a full-fledged advisory board. The board consists of experienced personalities who have excelled in their respective careers. Together, the forum organizes conferences, events, workshops, exhibitions, trade shows, and B2B initiatives in India as well as abroad. Where there is passion, there is achievement. And where there is achievement, there is Indian Achievers Forum.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Hi, Varsha. Good afternoon. I'm doing great. How about you? It's
All
great to
good,
see
sir.
you.
Thank you so much for asking. And before we actually start the conversation, I'm very keen to know about your idea of, choosing this particular profession or field for yourself.
Oh, that's a really interesting question. You know, that reminds me of my parents. I started my journey in my early school days, and always inclined towards the math and science interest. And you know I was kind of a rebel because I wanted to become something in Indian services. Then my parents were more inclined towards becoming a doctor, so I intentionally took a lesser trajectory projection toward the biology, and then getting in highest ranks in the maths, because I used to love those days and I still love it. So that took me trajectory towards an interest in engineering. So I completed my engineering from Government Engineering College, Aurangabad, one of the prestigious college from Maharashtra. I always stood ranked in the ranks of first five over there, and love to be experimenting about what theoretical things I'm learning over there. I still keen on learning those things. I'm currently honing in my business acumen with one of the prestigious institute, University of Chicago Booth, by doing my executive MBA. My professors such as Raghuram Rajan, the former RBI governor, Randall Krosner, the Fed governor of US, and many more private equity and venture capitalist entrepreneurs coming and sharing their whole stories and successes, who are the four founders of those areas. So economics of the countries, the companies, as well as how to upskill the the common life of the people by innovating on the technology. And we are all seeing that in current AI ML capabilities have been actually multiplying those efforts.
All right, sir. So, nothing comes that easy to us, and I'm pretty sure that you must have also had certain sort of challenges in your professional role. So, if you can please talk about those challenges that you have to face in your journey so far.
Sure. See, the I wouldn't call them challenges, but I would call them as an my learning adventures. So let me share a couple of them from my past experiences. In I was so lucky to got an opportunity working with uh, Tata Consultancy Services. Now I'm working with Tech Mahindra. In between, I was working for large conglomerates like a Computer Associate, then the Bank of America. So and working into an architecture and tools enterprise architecture in my earlier days as an assistant enterprise architect to my um, CTO and CIO groups from a customers. They always used to take me light. Oh, come on, you are like a kid, and take your time to learn these things, and then I will come back and hear you after a few years. And that I don't use like those comments and say, come on, I study, I do my all the background work to present some case and the business statement. So that generated curiosity. And also two experiences I will share you from my personal startups. One back in India, building an scale IT solution, which was building in telco towers for large telecom providers in India. Ran that for a couple of years. Then thought this is not maybe a my cup of tea because it was construction and those lines was very tough those days. Just coming out of college as a side hustle. And then second thing is that I was part of co-founder of an easy new car. So leasing, financing, and selling a car from a doorstep for an end user for tri-state dealers in U.S. East Coast. So we had a big run rate of $100+ million, but we had a very diverse team and very short-sighted team members who were looking for early success and making out money, taking the cut, whatnot, and we ended in lawsuit. So that reminds me of an saying from Michael Jordan: "The talent wins the game, but the teamwork and the intelligence make the championship." And that's what we were lacking in our couple of pursuits in my startups.
Right, sir. So now, talking about your current role, what kind of services you're providing to people out there. So if you can brief us a bit about those services as well, please.
Sure. With Tech Mahindra, I work as a consultant who is a revenue enabler for my many accounts. So I build public cloud for a customer of mine from North America, telecom provider, in competition with Amazon and Microsoft, and that's where I joined Tech Mahindra a few years back. So building a ground zero to upscale cloud services in competition with stalwarts of cloud providers, and then with another customer of mine, an AT&T. Uh, I built. You won't believe it because when I tell the story to many people, we were building an telco's communication uh, tool for small and medium business enterprises targeting, and build an Zoom kind of service called Collaborate in competition with WebEx those days. And it had a zero lag between a laptop, phone, an iPad, and a desk phone. So one can switch like how we are talking now on my MacBook. but I can still pick up my landline phone or my iPhone and continue the conversation walking around from my car. So that was the goal, but we never pursued with our higher management to launch that globally for large customers as well. So and that's where the opportunity been tapped by Microsoft as well as the new entrant Zoom, and they and the pandemic helped them to groom across apart from IT to every other department. So
Great to know, sir. So now, talking about the future, everyone do plans for their future. So, what further plans are you having for yourself? If you can share a bit of those plans with us as well.
sure. So as I shared with you, I work on uh, you know I work on many technological aspect and groundbreaking companies, but my future aspiration is to be promoting as a CTO either at my current employer Tech Mahindra or a similar size cloud innovative technological groundbreaking company, and working in AI ML and Web 3.0 opportunity. I'm coming up with my new book in Web 3.0 and beyond the future about the new internet, and I wanted to pick up from there, and um, with my experience from three geographies in Asia, Europe, and Middle East, and then the US from last a decade. I wanted to uh, create an more and more enablement of people from an business, from an the quality of service, their life, and also I'm interested to go on to and partake in global CEO roles in a bigger organizations, and uh, and then catalyzing the effort uh, for touching more lives.
And I wish you all the success for all these plans of yours, sir.
Yeah, thank you. And on a side note, I also do work. I'm working on starting my nonprofit organization for empowering women in STEM roles. So I come from an multicultural, multi-diverse background in India. So I have seen many young kids, or even the women's, they are uh, capable of so many things, but because of their like family growing and other things, when they partake a break after their marriage, after their first kids, second kid, and they couldn't come back to the industry, whereas the programs they may lack some of the skills, but they have an acumen as well as intelligence to come back and add the workforce and double the workforce in industry, not only in IT, but overall in many sectors. And I wanted to create a platform by bridging the gap. What employers are looking for those, women in a STEM area to re-entrants, and give them a short spin of coaching and learning, as well as some skill set which is required for the employers in their area, and that's how they can come back and join the workforce. uh, so but next career I wanted to work on creating more and more jobs, and I think that's also connects with our Prime Minister Modi ji's Atmanirbhar Bharat, uh, and it's and not only India, but overall worldwide. And last time when I was attending the World Economic Forum, the jobs, what our current job today, they are 70% of those jobs will not be there in another 10 years. So we have to upskill humans to do and use the technology and tools and do the advanced jobs.
Right, sir, absolutely right. And as you have just mentioned about this Atmanirbhar Bharat campaign, I really want to know about your views and thoughts on this, Atmanirbhar Bharat mission, and also how is your current company working towards it. So, if you can please put some light on these points.
Sure. Thanks for that. The Atmanirbhar Bharat being one of the equivocal and centerpiece at Mahindra, because we believe, Mahindra being like one of the names taken it back in India uh, at every forum. So the equality rise and empowering every part of the life is what the at the epicenter of our social services, whether taken unequally, educating the very deprived, economically deprived families and the girls in suburban areas or in the villages. Then coming back to the woman leadership and empowering in a different sector and part of the company, promoting them internally, externally. Then various DEI initiatives and diversity, equity, inclusion initiatives to to resolve the gaps as well as the differences and embrace those differences, uh, and rise together being mantra. A couple of initiatives like giving in large fleet of 10,000 plus EV to the Indian government recently. Then coming back to in the COVID days, we were working on building the ICU capabilities, the oxygen generators and whatnot with our manufacturing expertise, but not touch that. Then Tech Mahindra launch and telehealth services across India for free in those time. Uh, then creating a hotline. Uh, then a couple of states in northern area. We are partner with providing those 100 call service uh, for first call responders for police, ambulance, and all the services, emergency services. So that's key, and we are doing more and more. And our chairman and as well as Anand Mahindra and my CEO CP Gurnani is very driven in that area, and that's one of the KRA they capture in our leadership forum, and like a 25% of our work uh, we spend on those lines.
Lovely to know, sir. And now comes the question which I personally, love to ask our awardees, and that is, what are your feelings on winning this International Achievers Award?
Oh, I'm that's this is an I would call as a testament to the effort and the stalwartship what I'm carrying with me, and I'm really humbled and happy to be listed as one of the awardee in Indian Achievers Forum. And but at the same time it puts more pressure on me to uh, do something more, especially in the areas of creating more jobs back in India as well as in US, in the STEM area, and empowering more women, because I believe if one woman does a job, it's not only the financially helping that family, but also the next generation would can build on top of that in achieving more and giving back more to society. So I will keep in mind about this award and work towards in my future aspect more diligently and making it a more successful rather than prolonging them further in creating more jobs. And looking forward to meeting you in person in coming days.
Same here, sir. And I congratulate you once again on this achievement of yours.
Thank you so much, Varsha. It's really means a lot. And as I said, I will definitely looking forward to meet you guys more on this front.
Right, sir. So now, as we have discussed a lot about your professional journey so far and also the plans that you're having in the near future, tell us a bit about the CSR activities too that you're involved in, please.
Sure. So on a CSR activities, I'm connected with my many organization, as I said, with the Computer Associate, Hope School, Bank of America's, those other schools enablement. Then I'm also connected with the Swadhyay movement from Dadaji, uh, to connect all kinds of humans in their life and meeting them and trying to understand their lives and their problems and try to help them because that's what the humanity is. Uh, then back in India, I was also part of a couple of anti-corruption initiatives. Then with government, I wrote as a leader from an industry, work with some of the NGOs and write up to make it more standardized and those things. And my future prospect in creating jobs for women empowerment. I'm studying some of the large four consulting companies initiatives in that area and creating a whole model around it, and I'm going to launch in coming days.
Right, sir. So now, last but surely not the least, what message or mantra you would like to give to our younger generation to become successful in their careers?
Oh, that's really good question, and very touching and interesting one from my side. Especially, I remember from my first job and until now, whenever I get I see any youngsters joining a group, I really look forward and give them opportunity to speak themselves because many a times we uh, we seniors or the team members think in one idiosyncratic way, whereas the young chaps always brings a fearless and uh, their point of view, which definitely makes a lot of shift in the think process, right? If you take and design model thinking in a two mode way, you one needs to have an their view on the rear view side, and that rear view side, the youngsters generally, they don't tend to take an example. uh, I remember even from my college days taking off the mirrors on the bike, but that they need to first for safety, they don't shouldn't, and also in their career and life they should build on whatever the failures, uh, their their learnings, they should learn out of it and grow, and don't run behind the easy money and focus on the money, focus on the roles and work what you offered, and money would follow.
Great, sir. And I'm pretty sure that these words of yours will surely be helping out the youngsters out there. So, thank you so very much for your time today. It was lovely talking to you, and I wish you all the success for all your future endeavors. And may you, continue to inspire us the way you are doing. Thank you so very much for your time.
Thank you, Varsha. Thank you so much for having me here. And one more time, I'm really humble and grateful for an Indian Achievers Forum award, and looking forward to meet you soon.
Thank you, sir.